Hi, welcome to Bella's Vistas. Thanks for visiting. Please like and subscribe. We're driving across the prairies, and what a time we're having. We get up early in the morning, I put some coffee on, and then we drive out to see what we can see. Lace at the side of the road, beautiful big skies, flat lands that seem to stretch forever. There are some trees that have been left behind when they cleared the land. Some red-winged blackbirds. It's just amazing what we're going to see. Bella's having her dinner at the side of the road. I'm setting up the barbecue and a few things so we can cook up our lunch. It's a great place. We'd like to have a picnic table, but we didn't get a picnic table, so we're just going to make do with this. I keep the barbecue and the cooking things in the very back of the van so I can just pull them out. Making some macaroni and cheese, white macaroni and cheese, and a couple patties here for lunch. It's going to keep us going for the rest of the day. Look at that land, so flat, beautiful. Grain elevator in the background. This is the newer kind of equipment that's in use. It's not quite as picturesque as the old way, but still that's the way it is now. Beautiful blue water and blue skies. Just seems to go on forever too. You have no idea until you've been driving all day. Now this is a grain elevator that was abandoned, and we had to drive off the road and find a way to get a shot of it from the distance because it was all blocked in. Wasn't easy, and just as I got there, the sun came out beaming on the elevator and made it look so good. Really happy with the photographs I've made this year. My grandfather came here from Austria and actually built the grain elevators way back in the day, just after the First World War. Look at that sky. This is an HDR image, but it's quite beautiful. This is the morning we woke up where we had boondocked, found this Meteor Car in the weeds. It's just becoming one with nature again, going back where it came from, I guess. There's the van, that's where we parked up, boondocking. The locals came by to take a little bit of a look at us. We had a good time. Look at the ears on these guys. I believe these are mule deer. Very curious. Here's a bison in the field. This is not a wild bison. This is a farm-raised one. There's a little shed with a wee bit of a tilt on it here. Things are just melting back into the ground over the years. It shows the impermanence of things. Beautiful old grain elevator. Once again, I drove past this one and I came back, and just as I came back, the light came beaming on it. It was just, it's a matter of timing. Photography's like all luck, but the harder you work at it, the better luck you have. Looks a bit like clouds coming in. We had some incredible hailstorms and things while we were going along. I could hardly believe the weather changes that we were having. Just love the flat lands, the trees. There's so many of these old buildings. I don't know why. The cars don't rust away because there's not so much salt. And there must be something about the weather that keeps these old barns standing for so long. Everywhere you look, you'll see some remnants of the past. It's just been a beautiful trip this year. There's the juxtaposition of gold and green and gold, and then the blue of the sky. A rusty old barn. Rusty old shed. My goodness. I can't get enough of these. I'm trying to use the buildings and the sky and the ground to... When the ground's all flat, a tree is like an unusual artifact sort of thing, and it's just wonderful. Adds so much to the photographs. Blasting down the road. What a gorgeous day. Now it could go from this kind of sky to a hailstorm in almost no time. I was just amazed when that started happening. I don't think we have that in this video, but it'll be in the next one. Here's a place we stopped in. We were looking for some snacks. I think we got some rhubarb pie there. Here's an old hotel. Now, doesn't that say the Prairies? There's an old red shed and some hay bales. This house, I drove out there 2 years ago to that very same house, and I thought the van was going to sink into the road when we got out there. Say van, sorry, Volvo. It must have been 3 or 4 years ago when I was there in the big rains. Now we're back on the road again. Obviously, we didn't get stuck by that old farmhouse. It's just amazing. This is in Sturgis, Saskatchewan. Well, we're driving through Sturgis, and I saw this little yard display that I thought was worth taking another look at. It's a little Honda motorcycle, Honda 550. That was something back in the day. Vulgar language will not be tolerated. I thought that was a cute sign in the restaurant, so I photographed myself beside it. Now, this is the first Hudson's Bay post ever, the Robertson Trading Company post. And what an array of merchandise they have here. There's all manner of leather and bone and antlers and unusual knickknacks and artifacts, moose antler carvings, unbelievable things. It's extremely expensive, some of them, like $1,200 or $1,400 mitts. Giant fish hanging on the wall, moccasins, all kinds of things. It's the airport, right on the wharf, some seaplanes where you can go off and fish for very rare fish. Fly-in fishing if you're out into that sort of thing. Air Range, welcome to Air Range. This is the information center. There was Wi-Fi there. Got some information. Again, some old derelict buildings. I find them so amazing. The village of Foston. Woke up to this in the morning. The Catholic Church, I imagine it's Catholic Church, was well manicured lawns and everything like that. The other one was falling apart. Thanks for visiting Bella's Vistas. Please like and subscribe.